Hello, and welcome to Shakespeare's Henry IV, Part 1. My name is Timothy Payne, Jr., and I will be performing Act 3, Scene 1. Without further ado. Henry IV, Part 1, Act 3, Scene 1. Bangor, the Archdeacon's house. Enter Hotspur, Worcester, Mortimer, and Glendower. Mortimer. These promises are fair, the party sure, and our induction full of prosperous hope. Hotspur. Lord Mortimer, and cousin Glendower, will you sit down, and Uncle Worcester, a plague upon it, I have forgot the map. Glendower. No, here it is, sit, cousin Percy, sit, good cousin Hotspur, for by that name as oft as Lancaster does speak of you, his cheek looks pale, and with a rising sigh he wisheth you in heaven. Hotspur. And you in hell, as oft he hears Owen Glendower spoke of. Glendower. I cannot blame my nativity. The front of heaven was full of fiery shapes, of burning cressets, and at my birth the frame and huge foundation of the earth shake like a coward. Hotspur. Why, so it would have done at the same season if your mother's cat had but kittened, though you yourself had never been born. Glendower. I say the earth did shake when I was born. Hotspur. And I say the earth was not of my mind, if you suppose as fearing you it shook. Glendower. The heavens were all on fire, the earth did tremble. Hotspur. Oh, then the earth shook to see the heavens on fire, and not in fear of your nativity. Diseased nature oftentimes break forth in strange eruptions. Oft the teeming earth is with a kind of colic, pinched and vexed by the imprisoning of unruly wind within her womb, which, for enlargement striving, shakes the old beldam earth, and topples down steeples and moth-thrown towers. At your birth, our grandam earth, having this distemperature, in passion shook. Glendower. Cousin, of many men I do not bear these crossings. Give me leave to tell you once again that at my birth the front of heaven was full of fiery shapes, the goats ran from the mountains, and the herds were strangely clamorous to the frighted fields. These signs have marked me extraordinary, and all the courses of my life do show I am not in the roll of common men. Where is he living, clipped in with the sea that chides the banks of England, Scotland, Wales, which calls me pupil, or hath read to me? And bring him out that is but a woman's son can trace me in the tedious ways of art, and hold me pace in deep experiments. Hotspur. I think there's no man speaks better Welsh. I'll to dinner. Mortimer. Peace, cousin Percy, you will make him mad. Glendower. I can call spirits from the vasty deep. Hotspur. Why, so can I, or so can any man, but will they come when you do call for them? Glendower. Why, I can teach you, cousin, to command the devil. Hotspur. And I can teach thee, coz, to shame the devil. By telling truth, tell truth, and shame the devil. If thou have power to raise him, bring him hither, and I'll be sworn I have power to shame him hence. Oh, while you live, tell truth and shame the devil. Mortimer. Come, come, no more of this unprofitable chat. Glendower. 3 times hath Henry Bolingbroke made head against my power. Thrice from the banks of Wye and sandy bottomed Severn have I sent him bootless home and weather-beaten back. Hotspur. Home without boots, and in foul weather too. How escapes he accused in the devil's name? Glendower. Come, here's the map. Shall we divide our right according to our threefold order, Payne? Mortimer. The Archdeacon hath divided it into 3 limits very equally. England, from Trent and Severn hitherto, by south and east is to my part assigned. All westward, Wales, beyond the Severn shore, and all the fertile land within that bound, to Owen Glendower. And, dear coz, to you, the remnant northward, lying off from Trent. And our indentures tripartite are drawn, which being sealed interchangeably, a business that this night may execute, tomorrow, cousin Percy, you and I, and my good lord of Worcester will set forth to meet your father in the Scottish power, as is appointed us at Shrewsbury. My father Glendower is not ready yet. Not shall we need his help these 14 days. Within that space you may have drawn together your tenants, friends, and neighbouring gentlemen. Glendower. A shorter time shall send me to you, lords, and in my conduct shall your ladies come, from whom you now must steal and take no leave, for there will be a world of water shed upon the parting of your wives and you. Hotspur. Methinks my moiety north from Burton here in quantity equals not one of yours. See how this river comes me cranking in, and cuts me from the best of all my land, a huge half-moon, a monstrous cantle out. I'll have the current in this place dammed up, and here the smug and silver trent shall run in a new channel, fair and evenly. It shall not wind with such a deep intent, to rob me of so rich a bottom here. Glendower. Not wind? It shall, it must, you see it doth. Mortimer. Yea, but mark how he bears his course, and runs me up with like advantage on the other side, gelding the opposite continent as much as on the other side it takes from you. Worcester. Yea, but a little charge will trench him here, and on this north side win this cape of land, and then he runs straight and even. Hotspur. I'll have it so, a little charge will do it. Glendower. I'll not have it altered. Hotspur. Will not you? Glendower. No, nor you shall not. Hotspur. Who shall say me nay? Glendower. Why, that will I. Hotspur. Let me not understand you, then. Speak it in Welsh. Glendower. I can speak English, lord, as well as you, for I was trained up in the English court, where, being but young, I framed to the harp many an English ditty lovely well, and gave the tongue a helpful ornament, a virtue that was never seen in you. Hotspur. Marry, and I am glad of it with all my heart. I had rather be a kitten and cry mew than one of these same metre ballad mongers. I had rather hear a brazen candlestick turned, or a dry wheel grate on the axle-tree, and that would set my teeth nothing on edge, nothing so much as mincing poetry. 'Tis like the forced gait of a shuffling nag. Glendower. Come, you shall have Trent turned. Hotspur. I do not care. I'll give thrice so much land to any well-deserving friend, but in the way of bargain, mark ye me, I'll cavil in the ninth part of a hair. Are the indentures drawn? Shall we be gone? Glendower. The moon shines fair, you may away by night. I'll haste the writer, and withal break with your wives of your departure hence. I am afraid my daughter will run mad, so much she doteth on her Mortimer. Exit Glendower. Mortimer. Fie, cousin Percy, how you cross my father. Hotspur. I cannot choose. Sometimes he angers me, with telling me of the mulled warp and the ant, of the dream of Merlin and his prophecies, and of a dragon and a finless fish, a clip-winged griffin and a molten raven, a couching lion and a ramping cat, and such a deal of skimble-scamble stuff as puts me from my faith. I tell you what, he held me last night at least 9 hours, in reckoning up the several devils' names that were his lackeys. I cried hum, and well, go to, but marked him not a word. Oh, he is as tedious as a tired horse, a railing wife, worse than a smoky house. I had rather live with cheese and garlic in a windmill far, than feed on cates and have him talk to me in any summer house in Christendom. Mortimer. In faith, he is a worthy gentleman, exceedingly well read, and profited in strange concealments, valiant as a lion, and as wondrous affable and as bountiful as mines of India. Shall I tell you, cousin? He holds your temper in a high respect, and curbs himself even of his natural scope when you come across his humour. Faith, he does. I warrant you that man is not alive might so have tempted him as you have done, without the taste of danger and reproof. But do not use it oft, let me entreat you. Worcester. In faith, my lord, you are too wilful blame, and since your coming hither you have done enough to put him quite beside his patience. You must needs learn, lord, to amend this fault, though sometimes it show greatness, courage, blood, and that's the dearest grace it renders you, yet oftentimes it doth present harsh rage, defect of manners, want of government, pride, haughtiness, opinion, and disdain, the least of which, haunting a nobleman, loseth men's hearts and leaves behind a stain upon the beauty of all parts besides, beguiling them of commendation. Hotspur. Well, I am schooled. Good manners be your speed. Here come our wives, and let us take our leave. Re-enter Glendower with the ladies. Mortimer. This is the deadly spite that angers me. My wife can speak no English. I no Welsh. Glendower. My daughter weeps. She will not part with you. She'll be a soldier too. She'll to the wars. Mortimer. Good father, tell her that she and my Aunt Percy shall follow in your conduct speedily. Glendower speaks to her in Welsh, and she answers him in the same. Glendower. She is desperate here, a peevish, self-willed harlotry, one that no persuasion can do good upon. The lady speaks in Welsh. Mortimer. I understand thy looks, that pretty Welsh, which thou pour'st down from these swelling heavens, I am too perfect in, and but for shame in such a parley should I answer thee. The lady speaks again in Welsh. I understand thou kisses and thou mine, and that's a feeling disputation. But I will never be a truant, love, till I have learned thy language, for thy tongue makes Welsh as sweet as ditties highly penned, sung by a fair queen in a summer's bower, with ravishing division to her lute. Glendower. Nay, if you melt, then will she run mad. The lady speaks again in Welsh. Mortimer. Oh, I am ignorance itself in this. Glendower. She bids you on the wanton rushes lay you down and rest your gentle head upon her lap, and she will sing the song that pleaseth you, and on your eyelids crown the god of sleep, charming your blood with pleasing heaviness, making such difference twixt wake and sleep as is the difference betwixt day and night, the hour before the heavily harnessed team begins his golden progress in the east. Mortimer. With all my heart I'll sit and hear her sing. By that time will our book, I think, be drawn. Glendower. Do so. And those musicians that shall play to you hang in the air 1,000 leagues from hence, and straight they shall be here. Sit and attend. Hotspur. Come, Kate, thou art perfect in lying down. Come, quick, quick, that I may lay my head in thy lap. Lady Percy. Go, ye giddy goose. Music plays. Hotspur. Now I perceive the devil understands Welsh, and 'tis no marvel he is so humorous. By a lady, he is a good musician. Lady Percy. Then should you be nothing but musical, for you are altogether governed by humours. Lie still, ye thief, and hear the lady sing in Welsh. Hotspur. I had rather hear lady, my brack, howl in Irish. Lady Percy. Wouldst thou have thy head broken? Hotspur. No. Lady Percy. Then be still. Hotspur. Neither. 'Tis a woman's fault. Lady Percy. Now God help thee. Hotspur. To the Welsh lady's bed. Lady Percy. What's that? Hotspur. Peace. She sings. Hotspur. Come, Kate, I'll have your song too. Lady Percy. Not mine, in good sooth. Hotspur. Not yours, in good sooth. Heart, you swear like a comfort-maker's wife. Not you, in good sooth, and as true as I live, and as God shall mend me, and as sure as day, and give us such sarcenet surety for thy oaths, as if thou never walkst further than Finsbury. Swear me, Kate, like a lady as thou art, a good mouth-filling oath, and leave in sooth. And such protest of pepper gingerbread to velvet guards and Sunday citizens. Come, sing. Lady Percy. I will not sing. Hotspur. 'Tis the next way to turn tailor, or be redbreast teacher, as the indentures be drawn. I'll away within these 2 hours, and so, come in when you will. Exit. Glendower. Come, come, Lord Mortimer, you are as slow as hot Lord Percy is on fire to go, but this our book is drawn. We'll but seal and then to horse immediately. Mortimer. With all my heart. Exeunt. End scene. So